In this video I'm going to show you how to upgrade your Mac's 8 gig of memory to 16 gig, which is now supported in the 2011 MacBook Pro. I need a Phillips 00 screwdriver, crosshead, to basically take the back plate off, and I'm upgrading with Crucial Memory 16 gig kits, which is two 8 gig sticks. And I think I bought these online somewhere. Okay, very carefully take the screws out of the MacBook and make sure that you keep the position of where the screws came out. There's 3 that are longer than the others, and for the purpose of this video I've speeded this process up. And very carefully take the back plate off. You can see where the memory chip's located, here and here, and there's 2 dark grey sprogs, I don't know what they're called, that retain the chips in place. And here's the 2 memory sticks we're going to be swapping them out with. I've tried a few memory sticks historically, Computer Bay, but they failed very early on, hence I've gone with Crucial. Now, with your fingernails, take care not to touch the logic board, but gently prise the 2 sockets apart, and the chips will just spring out automatically. So there's no need to put any pressure or any force, and carefully grab the chip by the side, so you don't want to be touching any of the metal parts or the chip itself for fear of damaging the chips with static. And it's always good to have an earthing strap or to touch a radiator to try and discharge any static that may be in you at the time. In this instance I should have taken the chips out beforehand, and you'll see that they're a little bit springy based on how they're in the slot there. Now make sure that you've got the key the right way, so you've got a shorter edge and a long edge, and then you've got a slot in towards one side, or a bias. The chip itself, put at about a 40-45 degree angle into the bottom slot. Just gently push, and then gently slide it in and push down. There's no need to force it, and repeat for the second. So line it up, make sure that it's flush, about 45 degrees, and then press down on the stickers as long as you're not touching the metal, and you hear a firm click in place. Check that the memory is seated, that it's not at an angle, and that the connections are solid. Also, top tip, check the masking tape that's over the pin connectors has not moved. I've had an issue historically where this has happened. Now simply reinsert the screws into the same positions that they were. But the important thing is before you boot your Mac up, test the memory. So you're going to go into the Apple hardware test, and on the 2011 MacBook Pro I can do this by holding Option D and then press the power button. This is very important because you don't want to corrupt your operating system or any of your files. Option D, press the power button, keep it held there, and you'll get a screen that pops up, and eventually you'll start the Apple hardware test. You may be needed to connect to the internet. Once you've connected to the internet, you start the Apple hardware test, and it'll do a preliminary check first to test what hardware that you have. If you look at the hardware profile, you should see under memory you've got 2 8 gig sticks now showing. So that's halfway there. Click Start Testing. Now this test may take several minutes, and I think this took about 5 or 6. So I've speeded the whole process up just for your benefit. Once the testing is complete, so it tests the logic board, the hard drive, memory, video, etc, etc. And if you've got no results found, then that's good, and you're ready to reboot, and off you go. Thanks for listening.